This is the Grow My Clinic podcast by Clinic Mastery, where we help you deliver amazing client experiences to grow your clinic.
Welcome to another episode of the Grow My Clinic podcast. We've got a different one for you today. We're going to mix it up. We're going to go back to how we've done it in the past, something new, something a little different. This is a little soundbite for you today from myself, Jack O'Brien, part of the Clinic Mastery team and host of the Grow My Clinic podcast. I want to ask you a question on today's podcast, a rhetorical question, obviously, getting you to answer for yourself. How do you launch something in your clinic? Whether that's a new health professional starting, or whether that's a new location starting, a new service offering, potentially a new product in your range. How do you launch something? What are the strategies and steps that you go through to let people know what you're offering and make sure that when you launch something, it's successful, that new therapist is full, the new product sells, the new clinic launches well? Let me tell you a quick story. I was on a couple of calls this week with some of our Clinic Mastery Business Academy members with our mentoring calls that we do one-on-one with some of our high-level strategic coaches every single week. You don't get that everywhere, do you? On these calls this week. And one of the themes that popped up, and what we find often is that there are themes that certain conversations happen regularly, and whether that's the planets aligning or someone trying to tell us something, the point is that we've had this conversation a couple of times. How do I fill a new therapist? How do I fill a new clinic? How do I sell a new product? And what I want to show you today is what happens when clinics follow these steps and these processes to be able to do that effectively and do that well. Let's be honest, there's nothing more discouraging, frustrating as a clinic owner than thinking that you've got a great idea, or the truth is that you do have a great idea and you go to launch it and crickets. There's nothing happening. It's like tumbleweed down the main street. Because the truth is, you can have a fantastic service and a fantastic offering, a great product. But unless you've got the strategy in place to fill that, nothing's going to happen. So what I want to talk to you about today on this episode is buying intent or customer intent and how to reverse engineer your marketing and communications efforts to make sure you launch well. There's 4 key elements, right, to make sure that there's not tumbleweed and crickets. There's 4 key elements that you might be able to use. That would be things like Google AdWords, things like Facebook ads and organic Facebook posts. They would be considered one thing. There is referrers and business partners. And then the fourth thing would be your past clients. So what you want to think about with these 4 things, now that's not an exhaustive list. There are other elements that may contribute. With those 4 things, I want you to think about what it is that, how quickly someone might see one of those channels and make a decision to act. How quickly would someone see one of those channels, AdWords, Facebook, referrers, past customers, and how quickly would they need to act? Now, I would put it to you that if someone makes a search on Google, they're ready to do something. They're ready to buy. Buy is the wrong word, but let's roll with it for now. They're ready to engage. If someone searches podiatrist near me, speech therapist suburb, OT that can help with this condition, they're looking for a solution instantly. So Google AdWords is what we call a really high buyer's intent. People are ready to do something. Let's take a little bit of a step back. Potentially something like Facebook ads. It's in what we would call interruption type marketing. Paul Raimondo, if you haven't checked out that episode from Paul Raimondo at Raimondo Media, absolute digital marketing guru, he talked to us about Facebook ads and how sometimes we are interrupting people's social media feed. They're not scrolling looking for the latest, orthotic shoe or the latest exercise physiology service. They're looking for, funny cat videos and silly Donald Trump memes, and they get interrupted by our ads. So that sort of buying intent is a little bit lower. Okay, so we need to gauge the intent across those 4 channels and then work backwards and reverse engineer from launch date. So here's a suggestion for you. If you've got something to launch, maybe a new therapist is coming on your team and you want to fill their books quickly, we would suggest working in reverse. So 1 week out, you might start some Google AdWords. yeah, because the buying intent is nice and high. 2 weeks out, you might do something where the buying intent is still high, but they're not quite as warm. They're not so ready to go. And so that might be something like your past clients, your database, communicating to your database that there's something new available to them. If they've, in inverted commas, purchased from you previously, they might be interested in purchasing from you again. If we take a step back, the next step might be partners, referral partners and business partners. So contacting your medical contacts, other health professionals, other businesses that you work with, and looking at some cross promotion and helping their audiences. And then Facebook ads would be the furthest thing out from a launch, or Facebook posting and potentially ads, because the buying intent is so low on Facebook. People aren't ready to buy. So there's elements to put in place of each of those, and we love helping people, giving the done-for-you strategies and holding people's hand, helping them through thinking through the strategy. But when you're launching something, you need to have these 4 key elements at a minimum in place. You need to have your timing strategy in place according to how high or low consumers' buying intent is. And then you need to have a strategy for each channel. What on AdWords, what keywords do you target, and how do you write the copy of that ad? We can help with that. When it comes to Facebook ads, what audience targeting are you doing, and what creative are you using? Videos, photos, and the words. Joint venture partners, how are you contacting and communicating with your referrers and partners? And also your database, are you using Clinic Apps or MailChimp or your CRM, your PMS, practice management software? And how can we help with that to communicate to the right segment of your past database that might be interested in your new offering? That's a nice little soundbite just from some of the learnings that we've been able to implement. We've put this strategy in place I've done it for a physiotherapist and a podiatrist in the last 24 hours, and it works amazingly. I hope that's been helpful for you. If you've got any questions around how to launch a new service or a new product, if you're looking to grow your clinic, you can find the show notes to this episode, those 4 steps, over at clinicmastery.com/podcast. That's where the Grow My Clinic podcast lives. clinicmastery.com/podcast. Head over there for the show notes. We'll have some links over there. And you can also read about our Grow My Clinic membership, where we have a course and some community access to our private high-level thinkers. And also you can read about our Business Academy, where we coach and mentor one-on-one high-level implementers and owners, clinic operators that are looking to grow their clinic, create amazing client experiences, and live on purpose. I hope that's been useful. I think I really enjoy this stuff. We really enjoy helping clinics launch new services, help more people, and create amazing experiences. My name's Jack O'Brien, and we look forward to bringing you another episode really soon.
This is the Grow My Clinic podcast by Clinic Mastery, where we help you deliver amazing client experiences to grow your clinic.